Leclerc wins the Monaco Grand Prix.
We won it.
Yeah!
Stay out.
Fuck! What I'm doing?
Tire.
10 Monaco Grand Prix moments so unhinged they should not be real. Cars in the ocean, vanished diamonds, Sigma-level walk-offs, and pit wall meltdowns that would embarrass a go-kart team. Counting down from number 10, where the madness hit the water first. In the 10th place, Monaco's fever dream begins with a literal baptism.
Tremendous excitement. Ascari has overshot the chicane. The car has somersaulted straight into the harbour. Frogman standing by dive in to rescue Ascari, but his blue helmet pops up over to the left of the point where the car went in, and he starts to swim towards one of the yachts. He is transferred to a stretcher and taken to hospital with little worse than a cut nose and a severe shaking.
Picture it. 1955, Alberto Ascari, reigning world champion, launches his Lancia D50 straight through a hay bale barrier and into the Mediterranean on lap 3. No, not a tire wall, not a tech pro, just a stack of straw and a prayer. The car floats 3 meters from the quay. Ascari gets scooped up by a rescue boat. No, he did not swim back to the pits like some aquatic superhero. That's pure F1 fan fiction. The aftermath? Monaco finally upgrades from farm decor to steel guardrails for 1956. Before the diamonds, before the memes, the Monaco GP was already swallowing cars whole and spitting out legends. Early F1 safety. Hold your breath and hope you don't need a lifeboat. Number 9. Monaco goes full Ocean's 12 and delivers the most expensive facepalm in F1 history. Jaguar Racing, clearly desperate for attention, bolts a $300,000 flawless diamond to the nose of Christian Klien's car for a movie promo. That's right, real diamond, titanium cradle, zero insurance, and a prayer. Cue lap 1. Klien yeets it into the Lewis hairpin barrier, diamond goes AWOL, and suddenly the world's dumbest heist is trending harder than the race itself. FIA logs the loss as a missing component. Jaguar's PR team has a meltdown, and the internet memes it into legend. Bling meets barrier, money meets Monaco, and somewhere out there, a seagull is flexing a diamond grill. Only in Monaco does a PR stunt turn into a literal treasure hunt. 8th place, Daniel Ricciardo wins Monaco in full garden tractor mode. Lap 23, his Red Bull's MGU-K says nope, slicing off 160 horsepower and turning the RB14 into the world's angriest lawnmower. Monaco, the one circuit where overtaking is a myth, hands Ricciardo a lifeline. He just has to block, swerve, and pray for 55 laps while Sebastian Vettel lurks in his mirrors like a shark sniffing blood. Team radio is pure despair, Ricciardo muttering, "I've lost the boost," while the engineers basically offer him emotional support and nothing else. Yet somehow, he drags his wounded car across the line, holding off Vettel by 0.745 seconds. Only in Monaco does a car missing half its hybrid system still lead a parade of supercars. Forget horsepower, just bring a wide chassis and nerves of steel. Number 7. Monaco dials up the chaos to aqua pinball mode with the 1996 Demolition Derby. Rain turns the circuit into a slip and slide from hell, and the grid basically self-destructs in real time.
Hill is closing up. Alesi and Berger in the 2 Benettons now. What's happening further forward at Saint-Avold? It's the Williams leading. Damon Hill has got ahead of Michael Schumacher as they lead, and this is absolutely crucial. A fantastic fantastic start. We didn't see it properly, but already the arrows is out, and that is Jos Verstappen. He only had one nose cone, and he's done that in already. Now, that is a Minardi, and it looks to me like Fisichella's car. It is Giancarlo Fisichella's. And that's Schumacher! Schumacher is out of the Monaco Grand Prix before the first lap has even been completed.
It's like Martin Brundle, and knows Rubens Barrichello. There's Brundle, that's the Jordan out.
And who is that off? I can't, it looks like a Tyrrell. It is a Tyrrell, Ukyo Katayama. And he was in 13th place. Well, now listen, because these are the people who are out already. Montermini did not start. Katayama is out. Barrichello is out. Fisichella is out. Lamy is out. Verstappen is out. And, of course, Michael Schumacher is out.
And that's Rosset in the other arrows. There's Rosset reversing in. This is into the entry to the Rascasse section. That was where Barrichello...
Here's another spinner. It's Pedro Diniz. Pedro Diniz he's out of the race because he's being pushed, and that's Gerhard Berger in 3rd place and going into the pits now. Is this going to be the first early and courageous tyre stop? Yes, the fuel goes in, but no tyres.
Berger's race is over. Indeed, he's getting out of the car.
And that is Martin Brundle. Martin Brundle.
Centre of Massenet, bang into the Armco. Left rear wheel damage, back up into the and smoke out the back of the Williams.
Damon Hill out of the Monaco Grand Prix. He was destined not to win this race, and my goodness, the Englishman's heart will be plunging to his...
But Alesi once again, what is going on? Alesi has a problem.
And is retiring from the Monaco Grand Prix.
There's been a tangle there, I'm sure. Villeneuve's left front wheel, let's look at it. Villeneuve comes up the inside, bangs into the 40 car of Luco Badoa,
and Badoa is out of the race.
And you can see the damaged suspension, the car listing to the right-hand side.
And that's Irvine and Salo and Hakkinen. Oh my goodness! See what's happening? This is where Schumacher left it, and Irvine spins into sight in the Ferrari.
There's Hakkinen. He's following through Salo in the Tyrrell, going out of our frame. And Salo bangs up to the back of Irvine. Is Hakkinen. Hakkinen then goes into the back of that. Does Hakkinen get out and wonder why with the marshals? Where were the yellow flags?
And Olivier Panis for Ligier Mugen Honda. A wonderful fillip for the French team and their Japanese engine supplier. Exits the Rascasse to win the 1996 Monaco Grand Prix. An incredible result. David Coulthard finishes second, and there's going to be joy for Sauber.
Out of 22 starters, 20 don't even make it to the finish. That's a 91% DNF rate. Literally, if you started this race, your odds of survival were worse than in a horror movie. Safety car laps stretch longer than most driver contracts, and the only ones left standing are Olivier Panis, Giancarlo Fisichella, and Heinz Harald Frentzen, looking like they've just outlasted the apocalypse. Panis wins his one and only Grand Prix, mostly by not binning it into a wall. Monaco, where the weather does half the field's job for them, and the finish line is just a rumor. Number 6, Senna's God Mode disconnect is Monaco's ultimate reality check. Ayrton Senna, the man who just dropped a 1 minute 21.072 seconds pole lap and gapped Alain Prost by 1.4 seconds. Yes, that Prost goes full glitch in the matrix on race day. By lap 67, Senna's so deep in the zone he's basically speedrunning Monaco on nightmare difficulty, building a 50-second lead like he's farming XP. And then, Portier. One nudge of understeer, one brake temp spike, and the car snaps sideways into the wall at 220 kilometers per hour. Senna doesn't even radio in. He just climbs out, walks straight to his apartment, and disappears. The myth of untouchable perfection? Monaco eats it for breakfast. Even gods misclick when the walls are this close. The team? Left reeling. The rest of the field? Still trying to process how the cheat code failed. Monaco, where the simulation breaks and even Senna gets booted back to the lobby. Number 5, Red Bull delivers a masterclass in pit lane improv comedy.
Daniel Ricciardo, the race leader. Lewis Hamilton making his way into the swimming pool chicane. Now they haven't got the tyres ready. The tyres aren't ready. Ricciardo is sat there waiting. Did he make the call? Did the team make the call? Whoever made the call, the tyres weren't ready. Super soft tyres going on. Hamilton now makes his way around Anthony Nose, the final corner. Ricciardo put in a really decent lap, but is it going to be enough to come out of the pits and lead this Grand Prix? I rather get the feeling feeling that it's going to be tight one. Here comes the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton takes the lead.
Lap 31, Daniel Ricciardo dives into the pits, ready to snatch the Monaco win, and finds nothing. No tires, not even a lonely soft compound in sight. The mechanics scramble like they have just remembered what F1 stands for. Ricciardo sits there marinating in existential dread, and the stopwatch hits 12 seconds, an eternity in Monaco time. The radio crackles to life. Save it. Nothing you can say will make that any better. Poetry. By the time the wheels finally show up, Ricciardo's race is cooked. He drops from first to fifth, and Red Bull has officially invented the world's most expensive tire change fail. Software glitch? More like full team brain fade. Monaco, where the pit wall joins the drivers in self-sabotage speedrunning. Number 4. Ferrari turns a Monaco pole into a flaming souffle collapse for the ages. Charles Leclerc, local hero, starts first position. Finally, the curse is dead. Right? Wrong.
And box now, box now, box for hard. Stay out.
Fuck! Why?
Multifunction tire, position 5. Multifunction tire, position 5.
Lap 13. Ferrari's pit wall launches a double-stack pit stop, so baffling it should be studied in business schools under how to destroy morale in 7 seconds or less. Sainz gets released first. Leclerc gets boxed an extra lap, then waved in and stacked behind his own teammate, bleeding time while Red Bull and Perez moonwalk past. The helmet mic picks up Leclerc's scream, echoing through the radio. "What are we doing?" The sound of a man watching his Monaco dreams get punted into the harbor by his own strategists. He drops from first to fourth. Ferrari promises next year, and the FIA quietly adds a new buffer rule to stop this level of pit lane clownery. Monaco, where Ferrari turns first into fourth and Leclerc's heartbreak is broadcast in Dolby Surround. Coming to the top 3, Schumacher delivers a parking masterclass for the ages, Rascasse, 2006, and the world's most expensive traffic jam.
Can you just talk us through the incident at the end of qualifying, because we didn't hear it very well on the unilaterals?
I think you best watch the pictures. I mean, you see me locking up and just run out of road.
Lap 31 of qualifying, and suddenly, Michael's Ferrari just happens to stall at the tightest corner on the circuit. A 6-second nap right on the racing line, yellow flags waving, and what do you know? Fernando Alonso's flying lap is dead on arrival. Alonso's radio is pure rage, the paddock erupts, and the stewards are left to decode the world's most obvious tactical sabotage. FIA calls it driver error, but everyone else calls it what it is: peak villain energy, straight out of the Bond villain playbook. The aftermath? Schumacher gets sent to the back, but the legend of park it like Schumi is forever. Monaco, where the only thing tighter than the corners is the moral compass of a 7-time world champion. Number 2. Monaco finally lets Charles Leclerc break his home curse, and the payoff is pure motorsport catharsis. 5 years of heartbreak, sabotage by strategy, and Ferrari pit wall jump scares all vaporized the second Leclerc nails a 1-minute 28.037 seconds pole and survives the most Monaco thing ever: a 38-minute red flag because half the grid tried synchronized demolition at the tunnel. When the race restarts, Leclerc channels pure Sector 3 demon mode, 31.245 seconds of local boy magic, no tire drama, no Ferrari clownery, just relentless laps. The final lap? Leclerc's helmet comes off, tears flow, and the entire principality.
In 2017, Charles Leclerc lost his father, and in his final days, he told his father a white lie, that he'd made it to Formula One, that he'd signed the contract. It wasn't true then, but his driving has made it true now, and look what he's done with the opportunity. The grandstands he saw built as a kid growing up now rise for him, and for the first time in 93 years, this fabled race is won by one of their own. Charles Leclerc wins the Monaco Grand Prix.
We won it.
Yeah!
Erupts. Then, in peak Monaco tradition, he and Fred Vasseur go full Olympic dive into the harbor, because why not baptize a curse break with a splash? Monaco myths shattered. Leclerc's home win is real, and yes, the helmet cry is now mandatory for all future Monaco victors. Lap 50, Monaco 2006. Kimi Raikkonen's McLaren bursts into flames on the pit straight. 3 seconds of chaos, marshals scrambling. But Kimi doesn't flinch. He unbuckles, walks away from the smoking wreck, and skips the team garage entirely. Instead, he heads for the docks, helmet still on, weaving through the paddock like BBC Mike catches him on the way. "I'm fine, thank you. No drama, no fuss." Then, in a move that rewrites the definition of chill, he strips off his shirt, grabs a beer, and settles onto his yacht. While the rest of the grid sweats under pressure, Kimi is sunbathing with a lager, the ultimate picture of zero stress. The FIA later calls it good judgment. Instagram reels of the moment have racked up nearly 2 million views, cementing it as meme legend. Monaco becomes a fever dream. The Iceman turns a fiery DNF into the most surreal flex in racing history. Absolute Sigma behavior. Across all 10 Monaco fiascos, one law reigns. In Monte Carlo, chaos always wins. Glamour, please. This is Motorsport's annual meme generator. Save it. Nothing you can say will make that any better.